All right, here we go. Tim won the coin flip. Now, I had made a prediction earlier in the day that we were going to see a 3-pack, and we haven't come anywhere near. I'll make the same prediction that we get a 3-pack in this match.
Can it be combined? Because one win 1 and the other one win 2?
No, I don't think.
Oh, you mean?
I think a 3 in a row. Well, Tim is capable of running.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now, Carl.
All right, buddy, I'm sorry.
No.
I never made it down there. I meant, I couldn't get your attention, so we'll get that switched out.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Can I get you to do me a favor? Walk over that vending machine, give me some M&Ms.
Well, that's what everyone says. I'm not allowed in there. Take me out. That's what Pete's like. No, Tim is not allowed at the bar on Sundays. He gets drunk and acts like an idiot. And if you beat him at darts, you're 86.
I don't think he can throw that 2 in.
He's calling the 9.
Is he going to come 2 rails around?
He's sending this cue. I think he's sending a cue ball towards
Yeah. And avoiding the 3.
That's what he said.
Wow.
And then you have to clarify this pack too. Is it really breaking runs, or is it 3-9? Like, will that count as a 1?
That would have counted as a 1. Yeah.
Okay.
And Tim.
This is gonna be an early rack. I don't know who's gonna get there, but it's gonna be an early rack.
I'm not even sure it gets down to, well, maybe the 4 and
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this moment is sleeping peacefully, hoping to get to bed early tonight, and you realize it's his birthday, and now he's here at the side of the bar drinking with his friends. Both of them.
Great.
Happy birthday, Lazaro.
Well, and that's the problem. That's why Pete's like, he's like, I want to leave.
I guess he used to be a DJ.
Exactly, because you're a dude.
Christine, your order is ready. Christine.
Did you see where? Oh, thank you very much for that, buddy.
Hey, man.
Want one?
Can I test out your backpack strap?
Sure.
See, I ordered mine and it comes in like a couple weeks. They're still making it. So on Monday they said, text me.
I totally recommend a backpack strap.
Yeah.
It is awesome. Your hands are free to do whatever you want.
I just didn't know how it would feel.
I love it.
I am thinking I'm going to go after a brownie here before too long. You out of here? You're here tomorrow.
What's that?
You're back tomorrow?
Unfortunately,
How long ago did you
Oh,
buy
no.
this?
Well, you want to sit in real quick?
no, that's okay. I'll put something together for the next one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, when was that?
Yeah, for find the jump.
Last year.
Last year? Because my pads aren't like,
Yeah, well, you played great from what I
my
saw.
pad is like the top here, real smooth and slick. And I like the grip on this.
Hold myself to something I'm used to from 2 decades ago.
Alright, yeah, I'll text them on
Yeah.
Tuesday and say, hey, put that extra strap on there.
You're talking about you guys 2 cents on the same terms, so it's not far out.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
Appreciate it. Pleasure.
Yeah,
Get you on the flip side.
definitely. Thanks for coming
Have a
out.
good one, Carl.
She's
See you
like,
on
it's 2 months.
Tuesday.
I'm like,
Thank you, buddy.
fucking Kenny's
All right, the one back.
Oh my god, dude, it hurts now. We skip it
And
way.
you were right, it was an early 9.
Yeah.
Because we'd be sitting there and I got oxygen and they're going like,
So Derek from the dispensary got knocked out.
Seems like a great guy.
Playing a tournament on
Yeah.
Sunday. We won Saturday, got so fucked up, woke up Sunday, we're like,
Jessica, your food is ready for bar. Jessica.
like, you want to go to Fremont first? I'm like,
Jacob, your food is ready for bar. Jacob.
I don't want to stay another night, I know that. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, I learned that, okay, so something called fascia forms on your feet, makes your bottom of your feet sore. So if you roll them on,
I've
like,
mangled this.
vegetables or, like my massage is about this big, it's about the size of a grapefruit, it's all pointy. Not hard, just whatever, and he has me roll my feet on it for like 10 minutes. And it breaks up all that shit that settles on the bottom of your foot, like in the skin or whatever. It breaks all that up so your feet aren't sore. Well, the tension, it does the same fucking thing, and you're just standing. You ain't gotta roll nothing. And fucking, I use that fucking unit everywhere I go. Yeah, it was way too expensive, but it wasn't my money. It wasn't my money. It was free money, so I didn't care. Whatever money I came home with, I was happy. That's like I immediately went over and bought a new set of darts for $100.
Wow, that was a hell of a try.
Yeah, and he's going to get a good roll out of it.
Yep. And he deserved it because that was a hell of a try.
Yeah. He's going to have to go 2.
Hey, you like curry? You like your dad's curry pasta?
Look at that hit.
That's a one pocket guy there.
Oh, yeah. He is definitely a one pocket.
Cheese the better. Have you seen that German potatoes? It's got more cheese than potatoes, but it looks like potatoes. So they string it up and like here's the bowl. They lift it like 4 feet in the air and it's just a solid. It's just a solid string of fucking cheese, mashed potatoes. So they German, and they just pile it on your plate. Like you get your plate fixed, and then hey, do you want whatever the fuck it's called? They're like, yeah. So they bring out this big ass fucking bowl, pull it, fucking dump it on your plate, cover everything on your plate like it's dripping over. And it's mashed potatoes with just more cheese.
Wow, that was a nice little kick.
Yeah. The 8-ball gave him a nice rub there.
I think Eric kicked this ball in. But
He'll hit it, that's for sure.
Oh, those are dangerous balls.
Yeah. You know what Tim's shooting at here. Oh, wow. Oh, and he scratched too.
Wow.
That's hard to believe.
We won't design for help. Nope.
Score 9.
So are we going to see CJ Wiley come back to the sport? He's coming around a little more.
He's playing in Texas quite a bit. Still got a room out there, doesn't he?
I do not know.
I'm pretty positive he does.
Okay. I believe you. I just don't know. I know Kim Davenport got out of the one with Johnny in Georgia.
And Johnny moved that room.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
You know, as we know, it's tough to own a room.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I can't even imagine the kind of patience you have to have.
And there's nothing. There's not a tax. There's not a fee. There's not anything that's going down.
Right.
Minimum wages are going up. I mean, if you ever want to have an employee, every health care, everything's going up.
Nice shot. I think he would have liked to have gotten a little further down the table. The 8's not on the rail, though. So maybe the 8 goes, in the side.
Trevor! You're up. Call me Trevor.
Nope.
That was a good, solid stroke, though. He didn't baby that ball.
No.
So they beat us because this Mike dude threw like a 5.5. Me and Pete beat both of them in averages. Like I beat my guy, Pete beat his guy, but they beat.
So that's a 2-pack.
No, I'm talking table runs.
Oh, well, I asked you if that early 9 was going to be counted as 1.
Well, yeah, but Tim got to the table. I think, because I think Tim's capable of breaking and running 3 in a row.
Okay. It's just not 3 wins in a row.
Right. I want to see 3. Yeah. You know Dave Mark?
Not by name.
He won the tournament at Kitty's, the senior championship,
Okay.
the memorial for Kitty, and he put a 3-pack on the guy he was playing.
Okay.
And it
You
just
know what seems like stopping the packs is this break.
Right.
We're not getting that. We're not getting that spread. We're not getting that ball made. We're not.
well, and Eric looked like he babied that break.
But if the racks aren't super tight, when you put all that power, you don't know where that cue ball is going to squirt off. I ran into that in my matches. I had to lighten up because the cue ball was acting really weird. I was just hitting like thud, you know. I was just hitting the, you know, so. So, you know, the only thing is the 6. Or the 3.
Or the 3, yeah. See, it's not me, it's the microphone.
But the 6 is still the same problem. I love that. I love that up and down. I hit balls. It goes all crazy.
Oh, yeah. I scratch many
I
times.
would have hit on the bottom of that 8 ball and then had to be banking at the 6.
Well, we're going to see.
Is he going back and forth and try to break it?
I think he's just coming one rail to try it in the side.
Okay. He must see it go. It's hard to tell from over here.
And Tim's not asking Chuck to watch it, so it must go.
Yeah, it's not as easy as he's gonna have to spin that ball.
Yeah.
And then you gotta get back over here for the 7. It's
Right.
not. I saw that earlier.
Those are Kathy's words, not mine.
Is he gonna come across the face and send it back one round? He just took a harder shot on the 7 because you knew he was gonna get tied up with it.
Yeah, he doesn't look 100% pleased with it.
No, but that's all it was.
Right. I don't think he can back cut it to the side. This is not an easy shot.
He could if he wanted to spin it, but he'll just cut it and float down below the 9. No, above the 9.
Nice
Wow.
shot.
That was a nice shot. That's that lovely inside English to hold up the top of that 7. Wow, that was a good shot. Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Neither one of us said anything.
Wow. And that was going to be a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, well, no one said anything.
You were thinking it though, weren't you?
That's a great shot on that 8 too, just to come across there natural like that.
Yeah. There's nobody at the bar. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, I'm all by myself. All right, I'm in charge. All right.
Go pitcher.
That's a better break. Let's see if he gets a side on the 1. Maybe. Maybe he slides to that back edge. Maybe.
All right, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Okay.
Good break. He must not have the back of the edge, or he's trying to figure out the 2. But this is open. This is our pack is still alive.
Yeah, well,
it could be a 1 pack. So.
it's on life support.
Yeah. Hasn't even started. Hasn't even born yet. It's still embryo. Oh, he can't see. He must not be able to see it. You know, it's hard to tell from here, but he must not have that edge.
Yeah.
Play that. Is the Filipino invasion over?
I don't think so. You know, James Aranis is playing great.
The last one I remember was Alcano.
Yeah.
And you know, he came and then he had kind of troubles.
Yeah.
And but now, like, I played some Filipinos when I went to New York, and I've never heard of them, but they still played lights out.
Well, Aranis is playing great. Gomez has been in the States playing.
See, and I guess I just don't follow them. They're just not on the new, like, you know, Santos, and you know what I mean. I mean, I knew them. I knew them by name, you know. And
I'm willing.
money and effort.
I'm willing to bet we get a ton of them for the U.S. Open next year. I think we're going to get a ton of players, a ton of monster players for that. Because Barry Byrne will be running it. There will be no question about the money.
Yeah.
He's guaranteeing a $300,000 prize fund.
And a lot of them already live there.
Yeah.
Oscar lives there now. I mean, there's a lot of them that already live there. So, and why not? If they're going to honor your past wins, if they're going to give you free entry, why not? And let's hope they actually make money. Let's hope it's a success. And the vendor actually makes money, and the venue and the vends, and you know, let's get it going here. You know?
Well, as far as the U.S. Open, Dennis has never won one, has he? Efren has. I don't think Bustamante has.
I bet he has over the years. One of those years. It's been going a long time.
Yeah, well, 40 years.
Yeah. In most of my years of remembering, it's been Shane that won 6-7 times.
Yeah.
So
Earl won at 5.
Okay.
do you remember the Filipinos stopped going to Reno because of the tax problem?
Was that what happened?
Yeah. Reno, you know, the casinos just decided, you know, they got involved. They're the ones that issued the prize money, and they just, because they added some money to it, and so then they issued the prize, and they just held tax. Well, for a Filipino, that's hard because, you know, maybe they're not going to file U.S. taxes.
Right.
So it's hard to lose 30% off the top or whatever they're keeping. You know, they kept a pretty big chunk. And then you're supposed to just file for it and get it back at the end of the year.
Right.
So I do remember that years ago. And so it was hard to come here and, you know, have somebody keep 30% of your winnings.
Oh, yeah.
So, because they're not, you know, they're not U.S. citizens, so back and everything. So I didn't know if that was going to hinder the U.S. Open being in Nevada like that, in a casino now, you know, like.
Well, I don't know.
Like, you know, the U.S. PPA when Tony had his trouble.
Yes. What's that? What do you need?
Anything just to play with. Nick wants to play one pocket, so I'll gamble, but I don't have the cue.
I don't have one.
I don't know if Chuck's got his cue or not. I know I don't have mine.
If you're better enough, they'll let you use it. He'll let you use his if you're better enough.
I just want to beat him with his own cue. That's a little bit humiliating.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask Chuck or do you want to ask him? Yeah, he's right there. Okay.
So remember the USPPA, and they had that bonus system and all that stuff, and you know you kind of had the fox guarding the hen house, you know, all that. So, so when there is something in question, the casino don't mess around. You know, when you're in the gaming, and they're going to pay out money and stuff. So, you know, that the payouts and stuff will be monitored by that casino very closely. It'll be just like the gaming floor, which is awesome because then it's secure and it's safe and you know and all that stuff. So But they must have a way around it because CSI cuts their own checks.
Right.
So, you know, the casino doesn't pay you. So they must have a way around it. But I do remember that.
Thank you.
Yep. I went to that tournament in Reno 2 times, and they were many years apart.
Yeah, and at the Sands.
And both times I went, Mike Davis won, and it was the only 2 times he won.
Yeah. So you had the Sands twice a year, just like Turning Stone.
Yeah.
And then they just came right down to Hard Time Sacramento, and then they always did a jamboree, a 1 pocket and a 9 ball, and yeah. The Sands just fell apart around our ears, you know. Every year it got rougher and rougher and rougher. It's kind of like the Circus and the Riviera, you know. They finally closed it, you know, and imploding it as needed. But Circus has to be the next one they're going to implode.
You would think.
You know. So like this one here, make the 1, but then you got to come all the way back for the 2.
Yeah, you got to go up and down.
You spin off that 1 ball trying to hit that 2 ball. Up and down.
And don't bump anything.
Well, he sure improved the 3 ball.
Yeah. Can he cut the 2? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can. Up and down.
I'll just shoot them all that way.
And then we're playing to the 7 because the 7-9 is going to be wired.
Boy, I don't know if that's going to be wired. I might try to bump it.
Oh, I see on the monitor now.
Yeah. God, all that water I drank, the soda's tasting great.
Yeah, it's hell getting old, but what the hell's the alternative?
Yeah.
He must gonna bump it now. That's why he gave himself such a strong angle. He's gonna try to get past that 6 or the 8. Gonna try to pass that.
Oh, and he did.
He did.
I think 10. I think. He's going to do it again.
Yeah.
He's looking to see if it runs down past the 9. Looks like that's what he's trying. He hit that one pretty sporty.
He really did. That's a nice out.
Yeah,
That's
it
going
was.
to build his confidence. So you were in this Bullshooters when it was 6 shooters.
Yeah, but I wasn't as tied into the local pool scene as I am now. Now, I do remember when 6 shooters was open over by Colby's.
Way before my time.
Yeah.
It was barely 6 shooters, and then it changed to Bullshooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, West Side Bullshooters, East Side, the Freezers, and all of them. Oh my gosh.
White squirrel does find it. Hey, all I know, looks like you found 3.
I think he can see the edge of the 1. I don't know if he can see enough of it.
Yeah, come here! Come here! Motherfucker! Pick up what you want!
You gotta love dart players.
That's what I said. Take it out.
Really isn't as busy as I thought it was going to be. It's already, well, it's only 10. They'll be rolling in here.
Oh, yeah.
He could see.
Sure he could. That was a nice shot to get on the 2.
Yes, it was. So what's the future for Shane Bamboni? He's getting to the status of Allison where he's won everything 4 times. You know, does he settle down in a room?
Well, gotta keep him occupied somehow.
He's never won a world championship.
Just gotta find one to do it.
So he's got more international travel. More
That's what I don't know that he's interested in doing that.
No, I'm in. I don't care. I'm in. I ain't rubbing nothing.
I'd like to see him win a world championship. He doesn't need to be in the Hall of Fame. I think if he quit right now, he'd be in the Hall of Fame. But I'd really like to see him win a world championship. I don't know if you're going to see an American win a world championship for the next 20 years.
Yeah. There's so many.
Oh, yeah.
There's so few American players.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, if anybody can, it's Shane. I don't know if there's any other American player that can. I mean, the legends can't anymore.
No.
So who else? Shane? Skyler? I don't see the kind of discipline that you need there.
There's Hatch. He's an American
Hatch
player.
is, yeah, but he's
have that problem up.
Hatch is maybe at 90% of his top game.
Right.
Thorpe, Bergman, no.
And they might win in 10 years after all the seasoning and stuff, you know?
Yeah, but they've got to get out there and play to get that seasoning. All right, there's 2. So Tim's got a chance to make my prediction come true here.
Oh, God. We know about your prediction.
Yeah. He'll probably break the cue ball off the table.
And the China players and the Taiwan players and all of them are just like, they do like the Philippines. They just, weed through hundreds of thousands to weed out what they want, you know?
And cue sports are so big in Asia.
Yeah. Have you heard, I just hear, but like in Corey Deuel's day, he was treated like royalty when he goes to them places. It's like Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
I hear that.
Well, when I was there 2 years ago, they put all the players on double-decker buses and took them through this little town where the tournament was in China. Oh, Tim, you got to make a ball. Damn. And there are people lining the sides of the street with great big signs of the players. There's Darren Appleton, there's Kelly Fisher.
Yeah.
And, just the idea of one of those players waving from the bus, and they're acting like it's the Beatles.
Paul Potier loves going over there to those Chinese things. It's like the opening games of the Olympics, he says, and he posts about it and stuff. I just wish they would get away from Chinese 8-ball. I wish they would just get into more just regular cue sports,
Just the way I saw it. I watched the way he stands.
We only have one Chinese 8-ball in all of town, and that's the Colby's.
Oh, did he get a Chinese 8-ball table over there?
Yeah, back in the corner where they used to have the snooker.
Oh, okay.
He put it in there. Now I don't know where he put the production on yet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which table. It looked like a Brunswick, and I don't know which one he did that yet. But Yeah, your prediction of 11 is better. Man, at 8:30 we were champions. Man, we were about out of here.
Yeah, I was
Shit.
hoping.
Man, it drug quick.
See what happens when I think about it, Rick? Rick, see what happens when I think about it? I'm thinking about everything that I'm telling him.
Yeah, and I've never seen a dirt tournament here that Mike Bates isn't here.
Right.
Usually he's always here. He runs the show.
He said he had some errands he had to run today, so he was going to be gone. He was going to be here in the morning, and then he was leaving. But he'll be here tomorrow.
Could you imagine how many hours he puts in here?
Yeah.
That's such a nice shot because you can't let that ball bite up there, or it's going to change that angle.
Yeah.
It's almost just you have to let that ball float down. That is such a good shot.
And then throwing, you're like, fuck, you just screwed everything I learned. You know what I mean? Because they'll get up there and throw, and the first thing they do before they throw is raise their elbow. So it's just that's the way they do it. It's like golf. I don't care how you swing, if you get the end results the same, it doesn't matter. Jim Furyk testing.
You think Vegas could have another pool hall open with so much action and so many people living there and stuff?
Well,
It has bull sharks or bull,
Right.
and it has Griffs,
yeah.
and then that's the only two I know of.
What was the one that used to be open for so long out there?
Not the Rock Room.
No.
The one Griffs took over, right? That was a pool hall before. Yeah.
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Okay. I don't know.
And I think the two most natural golf swings I've ever seen.
I was just looking for Chuck to see if he saw the people going out to that table.
He's on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, like Mark was saying, you're going to have the U.S. Open 9-ball.
Yep.
Mark's going to have the U.S. Open 8-ball, U.S. Open 10-ball, U.S. Open 1-pocket, U.S. Open straight pool. You're going to have the BCA.
Yep. And we were talking, but Tim made an awesome shot. He played that 7 off that 8-9 was boogered up, and he developed that right off. That was a great shot.
See, you'd have to see the movie that I was talking about, where they step. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if he could get some match play to tape those, and broadcast them into the Asian markets and stuff, that'd be awesome.
Well, you know the U.S. Open 9-ball will be.
Nobody does that anymore. Nobody has fun with it.
And then all they have to do for the U.S. For the Monscone Cup is tell you if you have to live in the country. You have to live in the country you play for. Period.
Yeah.
and
Well, then we might be able to compete.
exactly. Well, Daryl Appleton was moving to Pennsylvania or wherever he went, Connecticut or wherever. Jason Shaw and stuff. I said, "Oh, you can play for us now." You got an address of USA. Come on.
And then some of the players that would play for Team Europe wouldn't be eligible because Tosi doesn't live there.
Right.
He lives in the Philippines.
Yep. Do you have any plans of going back to the Philippines?
No. We went when Yen was running tournaments because we had a good relationship with Yen Makabenta. There was talk that he was going to hold another tournament this year, but that appears to have fallen through.
And you went to like Manila?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's on my list. It really is. I hear it's a third world country,
it is.
but it's on my list. It really is. Of course, any place that has that much pool, but I don't think I'd be able to play because their tables are so rough compared to what I'm used to,
Heavy cloth,
Yeah.
very, very wet.
Yeah.
And there are guys there that you've never heard of
Yeah.
that can gamble with anybody.
Yeah.
On the technology side, as a side note, so Derek had 40% off things for people.
Yeah.
we have a car, more than 3/4 of people were like, oh yeah, I know somebody. Or, yes, I know a car. So it's super well received.
Oh, good.
So if they see a really good return program.
Okay.
Yeah. I was amazed because everybody was like, that person doesn't look like it, but I'll bring it up and chat with them.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, they're like, oh yeah.
Do you have one or two of them left?
No.
Okay.
No. Derek ran out. I ran out.
Okay. I'll get them next time. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. You back tomorrow?
No.
Wow.
I know, and it's not like I played bad. But I thought pretty damn good. But yeah, it's 9 ball.
Yeah. It
I have an
happens.
advantage on the bigger table.
Yeah. All right. Well, if I don't see you before Tucson, I'll see you then.
What's the date tonight?
20th and 21st.
Baby, did you have my phone yet?
No?
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm doing design and marketing for a company based in San Diego. So once a month I'll be going out there. So there's probably going to be
Okay.
I'd be a miracle to get.
You don't have front pocket?
Okay. All right. Well, if not, we're at Freezers the month after that.
Yeah, no, I'll make every event I can.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. See you next time.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yeah, so we're really interested to see how many cards we gave out. Derek has an actual number for that somewhere.
Good. That would be great.
And to see what percentage of those turn into new clients for them.
Yeah. Let me know. Well, and I'm sure he'll let me know. He seems real friendly. And,
Oh, Derek's great.
yeah. Good.
We've been on the same league team.
Oh, sweet. Okay. He's the one you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, great. And it's good for him because he has a reason to come out and play polo where he can tell his
Oh,
wife.
good. Yeah. I'm doing it for work.
Yeah, he's like, no, I got to do it. So he was real excited to get out and play for him.
It sounded, or it looked, just looking at the brackets, like he was doing real well.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah.
I know, as a 5'10", it looked like.
Yeah, no, it sounded like that was a pretty good spot for him to play. Yeah, run into Kurt, he's Chuck.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks again.
All right. No, thank you.
Good night. Drive careful. Wow, that 5 is going to be a great shot. There's more room than it looks like. I
Yeah.
look at the camera. From my seat, it looked tough.
Just don't think about the 9. Yeah, hit it great. Neither one of these guys want to be done tonight,
No,
and they're both capable.
very. And only one's a one pocket player.
Yeah.
See that? Can you see right under that table? Nice. Yeah, right when I touched you, then he threw that glass in.
Yeah, but you were talking about the Philippines. I mean, there's world beaters out there that you don't know by name.
Yeah.
I remember we were over there for a tournament, and we're having dinner and talking to Nils. And Nils says, there's guys that I've never even heard of that want to gamble with me, and I don't want to gamble with them.
Yeah.
And everybody, I mean, pool players are heroes over there.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the venue where the tournament was called the World Trade Center. So we leave the hotel. Now, first of all, it's a different environment. You walk out the front door of the hotel, and there's somebody there. He's not begging, but he's saying, "You need cab." I said, "Yeah, we need cab." He runs out on the street, flags down a taxi, has the taxi come in. He's expecting a tip. We get in the taxi, and the driver's looking at us, and we said, "World Trade Center." And he says, "No, it's World Trade Center." "No, it's a billiard." And he goes, "Oh, bata!" and takes us right where we have to go. Oh, pool? Yeah, I know where that's going on at.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you want to go somewhere where your dollar stretches.
Oh yeah.
And the dollar stretches there.
Yeah.
You know. So. Well, Tim gave up. Tim left.
Yeah, Tim says, all right, I'm done. Yeah, the venue where the tournament was had fast food places all around the outside. It was kind of like a mall. And the first day, you know, I go over there and I transfer some money over into their money. It translates real well, so I'm standing there. I've made my order. There's like a Taco Bell there. I make my order and they tell me how much it is, and I'm trying to figure it out in my head. You know, how does this work? I reach into my pocket and pull out this wad of bills, and I'm counting off the money. And there's an American I can see out of the corner of my eye who's watching me. And I'm like, oh, what's his whole thing? I get done, I put my money away, and he starts walking towards me. And he walks up, he says, can I give you a hint? And I said, sure, yeah. He goes, don't ever do that. Just don't ever take money out of your pocket like that where people can see it. I said, oh, okay.
Because there's no 911 there.
No.
Didn't you get sick there? Didn't you have to go in
Got
for something?
sick on the way back.
Got way back.
On the plane coming back, and I was out for. What did he do?
He must have bumped the 5 in shooting, and he's just being honest about it.
Yeah, and then he bumped it coming back. Yeah.
So it was kind of in the line of the shot type rule.
Yeah.
So, which you're never going to have to worry about, Eric.
No.
He's going to call it all day long.
You remember the last offense with Andy?
And you don't have to worry about Tim either. I got to clarify that.
Right.
I don't think we have to worry about Tim either. But, yeah, see, and I shoot that ball a little harder, and that's my mistake. Look how easy it came across.
And Tim does that. He plays everything.
Yep.
To me, it's like Saturday Night Live.
And then, you know, when I shoot that ball harder, what happens? I get down more closer to the side pocket, and I have more of a cut. You know?
Right.
This ain't Tim's first rodeo. He played in Florida. He's played everywhere.
That's why. It's actually really good.
Just like I haven't watched
I don't think he's ever won one of our tour stops.
Breaking Bad.
or The Walking
No.
Dead.
He
But
won
I'll
a
watch
Mez.
Dexter before I watch any of that shit.
He won a Mez.
Did he win a Mez?
Yeah.
He did.
Right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Could I get you to bring me another Dr. Pepper? Thank you. Boy, Chuck's packing up. He's ready to hit the road. And he lives 10 minutes away. He'll be home in bed before I get home.
Hey, you know a good one to watch? Good show to watch? Movie?
Oh, no, I see that.
Yeah, Filipinos on my list. Going to Steinway Billiards in New York was on my list.
Never been there.
It is, wow. I mean, their pool hall food is beef stroganoff and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, it was good.
Did you get to Sandcastle when you were out
We
that
didn't
way?
get, no, we
I'd
got
like
to
get there.
Amsterdam. I wanted to get to Sandcastle. I wanted to get to NYC or Gotham
City,
I
yeah.
wanted to get that one. Oh man, you just
Yeah.
And then we got to Amsterdam Billiards, and I walk in, and every table, as far as you can see, had straight pool on it. I said, "What? What's going on here?" You know? Well, it was a straight pool league.
Oh, I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that Tony Robles ran, and it's a straight pool league. And then I didn't have. Well, I had my cue, and
There's nobody over there.
they put us in the corner, and I finally asked the waitress, "Well, what is table time here?" It's $28 a person. Wow. So I played about a half an hour and got out of there.
Did you ever meet Tony Robles?
Yeah, he ran the tournament.
Okay.
Him and Gail were there
Yeah.
before Baby.
Yeah.
And I think they just got married or something when we were there. You know, and at that Steinway, they had a $40,000 Calcutta.
Yeah.
You know, and they had people that never pick up a cue stick, but they were there to bet on the Calcutta.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we used to have that here, too.
We always seem to get people behind us that just go super loud right in our ear. But that's how it was at Metro, too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were there. You could tell they were just there. And then, you know, I don't know what, but they were like Russian or they were and they brought their own TV trays and they just set up and they played chess and cards.
Oh, yeah.
And they just sat around and
Well, Derby City has a lot of that. Chess and backgammon.
just something to kill the hours, you know, the time.
But they'll gamble. You know, the Filipinos love to gamble at chess, and then I found out they gamble at backgammon.
Wow.
I actually thought about getting froggy at Derby one time and did not.
I have a really good friend that's really, really, really into backgammon.
Yeah, I like playing backgammon. You know this is destined to go hill.
On city streets. Well, same thing when,
I mean, neither one of them's had more than a 2-rack lead.
no matter how far away you are, whatever, you're
I'm not saying anything.
possibly going to get there. This could be over in
Yeah,
4
see, and I'm
minutes.
dragging that ball on the other side of that 9 to shoot him, and he's making it a lot easier by doing that.
5 minutes. Bullshit, this will be over in 4 minutes.
Oh no. That could be major. That was going to be 5-5.
Yep. And it's only major if it just gets in his head and breaks him mentally. That's the only way it's major.
Well, and it's going to give Tim
One game,
confidence.
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one game.
Yeah, it's one game wonder, you know.
Tim's thinking, because there was a time in this match when Tim was sitting in the chair.
If Tim breaks and runs out, then yeah.
Yeah.
Tim told me a long time ago, every time you miss a 9-ball or something, you know, it's supposed to, if you miss that 9, it's supposed to cost you one more game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like he did out on the 9, it cost him 1. Let's see if his philosophy is true. It's going to cost him 2.
Right, it's supposed to. You're to punish your opponent.
Usually, my guy, Tim would break, and there'd be a 1-9 combo or something like that. And like, oh my God. You know, then it just, look at him. I mean, look at her. He's just pacing, and
Yeah.
he's just,
But what I was saying is, you know, earlier when Eric had a lead, Tim was sitting in the chair, had his hand down in his head,
Yeah.
wanted to be anywhere else.
yep.
And now, all of a sudden, he's got that spark.
Yep. So, and then Tim's kind of smart to take a break right now because he gets to sit on that.
Yeah,
You know,
let
that
Eric
miss.
chew on that.
Yeah. You know? It ain't Tim's first rodeo. He knows
Oh,
exactly what he's doing.
Eric's like a caged animal over there. He's like, let me get back to the table. I'll never miss again.
Exactly. But it was weird how I said I was going to bring that 8, the ball, the cue ball on the other side of the 9 to shoot it in the same, and then he didn't quite get as far as he wanted. It was a little bit of a back cut.
Yeah, but it was still
It's still
something he was
very
supposed to make.
Almost like it miscued. I mean, that's
Might
how,
be.
you know.
Do what you do, yeah. Well, you can't understand you're doing a job, eh? You ain't speeding because you want to. You're trying to save money.
Yeah, we didn't have Eric and Paris. Oh, they're at WPBS.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were missing 15, 20 people. I can name off just top of my head. So you guys are going to have 90 next. Probably not in Tucson.
You know, it
but
freezes
the
very well
will be
might,
90.
yeah. We had close to that for our event there last season.
So are you going to reach out to Jacoby or should I?
Well, I can't do it this season with.
Okay.
And they're going to have to. You know, they're going to have first right to come back.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't tell them they were an exclusive Q sponsor, but they should be. You know?
Cool.
It's not polite. Although I do have another venture that I might approach them with?
I just follow them, and they just seem to be real family oriented.
Yeah, I had one of their cues for a time.
We saw them at the BCA trade show, kind of hung out with them a little bit. Like I said, it's family oriented. They're just making really good stuff. They have an alternative to all the Predator and OBs and all the low deflection that they've really tried to make their own version of low deflection. And
Seems like everybody's doing that now.
I can't believe people haven't copied the Revo. I can't believe we haven't seen.
Give it time.
But as a Q guy, it sucks because you can't clean the shafts, you can't take dents out, you can't. When you do tip them, there's no ferrule, there's no nothing to make it polish on the end.
Does it dent? I didn't think a Revo dented.
No, that's what I say. You can't take dents out.
Oh.
It kind of hurts for a Q guy. There's no more dents,
okay. All right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And I think they would just take over the industry if they weren't $500.
Well, and the price will come down.
So.
Oh, you hit that ball awfully hard.
Yeah, he tied up with a lot of them too.
Shot.
That's a one pocket shot.
It's one pocket, yep, and he's out here. I don't care, he's out. I'm going out. I'm there.
He looks pretty determined.
Yeah. For me to really go out on a limb, I could be out from here.
Yeah.
I heard his voice when I'm shooting. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm in.
Tim helped John gave that to him, so he
I
didn't
appreciate
miss you
that,
on
yeah.
it. So, curse you. About the Philippines, I just hear about, the building might not have all 4 walls, but they got 3 pool tables.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's 100 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, I would never like the humidity. Nobody's gonna. And coming from the desert, with 3% humidity,
Right.
So. John Sanchez just went.
Oh, yeah?
He posted. His dad's Filipino, I guess, and then so they went back and saw family and stuff.
Okay.
And he posted lots on Facebook about it, like just how crazy the little cart systems are, and
Oh, yeah.
the road
mopeds everywhere.
And then you got the instructor, the monk.
Right.
Okay. Well, he offers a 13-day thing. You get to go and you get to work on your game. And his pool room is completely outdoors. It's just a carport. So, but you're gonna have to stroke that ball good to get that thing to move around.
And when we went out there for the tournament one time, we're coming back, and Oscar and Ernesto were at the airport. And I asked Oscar how he did out there, and he said, I'm broke. He said, I lost every dollar I came with. He said, I can't wait to get back into action. He said, I learned how to simplify my game so much by playing because they can't get crazy.
Yeah.
They can't go 3 or 4 rails.
Yeah.
And they learn to not have to.
And like when I see the Taiwan players and the Chinese players on, they kind of look like robots.
The Europeans too.
But they're classy. They're not, they're not sharking. They're not talking. It's
They're professionals.
They're professionals. Yeah.
They consider themselves athletes.
Dude took a chance on him and he turned out to be a fucking stud. And then, he's doing flip. I would like to.
That was a great hit.
Oh, talk about a great hit. You hooked him dead on the ball.
Yep.
I think you got to go to the jump cue. Well, he's going to go 1 rail. That just seems like a sellout.
But that 9 is awful close to that ball for a jump, and I doubt if he jumps too much.
Oh, he was kicking. He was kicking too. But he sold out.
I don't know if I've ever seen her shoot a jump shot.
Yeah, you're right. Come to think of it.
You know, he don't play. You know, he don't jump in one hole.
Tim's wide awake though now. He's ready to go.
Yeah, last night, I thought it was either that or Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I watched that all. You know, it's amazing. I watched that when I was drunk all the time. It was actually,
Did Joe? Ooh, that ball.
Yeah.
Did Joey get past the next guy after me?
I don't know.
Scott Chadwick.
It was, yeah.
No. Chadwick beat him 9-7.
I weakened him. I softened him up.
And then Chadwick won his next one. So he comes back tomorrow to play Evans.
Wow. So, you know there was some Fargo scandal.
Oh, yeah.
So, can you elaborate on, like, steps that were taken to... Sure?
No idea.
No idea.
They wanted to do everything they could to sweep that under the rug.
Yeah.
And when I say they, I don't mean Fargo. I mean the powers that be here in Arizona.
Right.
And my description on Facebook was the man who said the loudest that we didn't need transparency took advantage of the fact that we didn't have transparency, and now you want to make it go away by not being transparent about it.
Yeah, we don't have to rehash it. I just wasn't sure if there was some matrix on the backside that were changed.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have access to that system anymore, but that's not going to matter.
Right.
He won't be the last person who's caught doing that. This isn't wired, is it? Oh, look at this window. I don't think that goes.
He's shooting it like it does.
Yeah.
Because he's going to bring it off the sideboard. He's going to hit it. He's going to hit it fat. No, the other ball got in the way.
So let's see, our matches tomorrow. Chadwick and Evans.
What kind of shot are we talking about?
Jonathan is going to play either Todd Dilly or Mike Hammond. James Main and Cornell Benally. And Brett Huth is going to get the winner of this.
Little self-plug there. I just tipped Scott Chadwick's tip the night before this tournament.
That's probably why. Probably why he's playing so
well. He went all the way to the money.
Winner's side is Gil Franco, Nick De Leon, Jason Sweet, Rick Armbrust, Aaron Purdy, Kurt Siebels. Oh, wait, no, they're already... Sorry. Gil and Nick are playing now. Jason and Rick are playing now. Kurt Siebels beat Aaron. And then Vincent and Tom DiLorenzo. How can they be playing?
Tom went home.
Yeah.
If we did, I don't fucking remember it.
I'll bet Chuck screwed up and put a match result in there that didn't belong there. I'll ask him.
They're just ready for tomorrow, and he just moved them forward. Didn't really screw up. He just.
Oh, that one's fucking good.
He said no thank you.
Dude, the orange one is fucking good.
Orange one is delicious. I can't do anything apple or watermelon or never taste it.
Wow, that was weird. He kicked short, but it came off the backside.
It is artistic. Like, there's no apple, they're great.
Don't ever bring those two back.
See, I can't
So, you know how we kind of have sponsors of the Del Sol,
Right.
and then they must have somebody in Mandalay Bay that loves pool because the Moscone Cup is there, the U.S. Open's going to be there. There must be somebody behind the scenes.
I don't think it's just Mandalay Bay. I think all the casinos are interested if you can make it worth their time.
Okay.
I'm sure it has to do with how many people you can get there. You know, they take the rooms, they take the food and drink.
And that's a big swing. I mean, like, right now it's Westgate. Everything's Westgate, Westgate, Westgate for all the other ones. So
I'm sure a casino can tell you this is how much money pool players gamble each day. Well, back when Reno was going on and the Filipinos were coming out winning it all the time, the casino didn't care about the added money because the Filipinos were going to lose it in the casino.
he needs a hit watch. I ain't.
And you were sleeping in the now, like it's not like they made you overnight.
You want to move the thing a little closer?
No, I'm just going to sit back.
Let's play Joe Win.
That was a bad hit.
Yeah. Eric knows.
I'll call it from here.
Yeah.
And you know, Ted Lerner, I've talked to him, and he says pool is... There's no structure anymore in the Philippines. And it's all the politics that killed it over there.
Wow, that's an amazing shot.
Yeah, and he
It
just
really
got right
is.
up and shot it.
Charlie, stand right here.
But that's not wired. You know, that's not wired how he's coming off that ball.
And we've seen players take on shots like that and, you know, miss them by half a diamond.
Yeah, the Philippines is on my list. I'll go over for a week or two. I heard since it's American dollar, it'll stretch so you can stay in a nicer place.
Oh, yeah.
Would you hire security? Is that something that they do?
Not that I saw.
Okay. You just try to stay out of the seedy area.
I'm sure there's areas where you don't want to go.
Try to stay out of at night, too much at night and all that.
I'll never forget. There were a couple different hotels. One of the times we went out there, a couple different hotels that the pros were at. And I bump into one in the hallway. And he starts telling me about how he has the best bowel movements when he's in the Philippines. Really, that's what I needed to know.
Well, when you said Taco Bell, I'm wondering, did they fly meat in every day, or what are you eating in Taco Bell, you know?
There were an awful lot of dogs running around in the streets up there.
That's good, though. At least they're not using them.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And I love Filipino food because it's not spicy.
Is lupia a Filipino food? I think it is.
Yeah, I love it. It's meat, but it's not spicy. You know, here in the Southwest, everything seems to be spicy.
Yeah.
When I ask for mild, they say, "Oh yeah, it's mild." Shit,
Right.
It burns me a new hole, you know. So
Yeah, I like burritos, but when she said spicy burrito,
Yeah.
no, I'm not going to try that.
just like this, when they say here green chili, like, oh no, I'm not trying that.
The nice thing is Julie doesn't make anything bad here.
No.
She's an outstanding cook.
Yeah. Yep.
There was a time when I think Pappy's had the best barroom food, but I don't think anybody competes with Julie now.
No, it's barroom, but it's homemade.
Right.
Yeah, she's making it.
Yeah, these
home.
brownies are nuts.
Yeah. Wow.
one way to do it.
Not much reward unless he can get to that 2-ball.
Didn't he have this shot earlier?
Yeah, it was looser than this. Wow, he hit that nice. He went forward.
I think he might be. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Nope, not going to say it.
Because I think that the monk is not in Manila. I think he's on another island. Get off that red.
Yeah, he's going to have to work now. I can't tell how straight he is. Well, he's not really straight, but that's a good shot.
That was a great shot.
The extra rail there made things a lot more safe.
Yep.
Oh no. He was too straight.
You just can't defend yourself when you do that. You know, that's like me being rusty. You just can't defend yourself.
Puts Tim on the hill, 9-5.
And yeah, it might be the dagger.
Yep.
I see on your break you went back to the jukebox. When you took a break, you went to the jukebox right here.
Oh yeah, that's my ringtone.
Yeah.
Although it would make a good alarm.
Take 5 years off your life every
Yeah, I'd actually like to have that wake up from a dead sleep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm going to get my 3-pack. And I'm not happy about it.
I left you 2 favorite numbers. A 60 and a 1.
Can you come back from that?
Can Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think you win 5 games in a row against him. I don't care who you are. I don't think there's a player. I know there's not a player in the room who's a favorite to do it. I'm not sure there's a player in town who's a favorite to do it.
Yeah, Tim's got to have all the confidence, got to have everything. Oh, yeah.
Behind me saying you always take the high number out first. I'm like,
Have I mentioned how nice it'll be tomorrow to not have a dart tournament going on behind us?
Yeah.
Shit, I hit a 1 first.
Okay, so if you have a 70, what do you call it?
I know. None of that was on purpose.
Bullshit. Double out.
Y'all's turn first. Nothing on my end was on purpose. I just heard her saying, like, y'all are going to be the high number first if I would hit a 1. Shit. All right, there's
So sick of people talking over me.
Well, he's not completely straight. Oh, I thought he overcut that ball.
It's getting uglier and uglier on the shave.
Yeah, but I think he's going to correct it right here. He sees the finish line.
Yeah.
Well, boy, I don't know. He didn't make that as easy on himself as he could have.
He's out.
Hey, easy. The mic's on. Well, how did that work out? You went out on a limb and...
Told you. Not my first rodeo.
All right, everybody, that's our last match for the night. I'm not sure. I think we come back at 11 tomorrow, I'm guessing.